So it's officially summertime here in Texas. It's over 100 degrees every single day. My kids are out of school and it is June 1st. So that means we're going to look back at the month of May and see which Blu-rays was I able to pick up this month. If you got any great purchases of Blu-rays this month, go ahead and tell me down below in the comments section. You can tell me about those nice fine steel books or anything like that. Let me know what you got. With that said, let's go ahead and get started looking at what I picked up this month. First off, we've got Star Wars The Last Jedi. I didn't pick it up right when it first came out because I just really wasn't in a hurry to go and pick it up, and I was hoping to find it when it was a little bit cheaper. Then my buddy Durbin over at Durbania asked me to do kind of a re-review of it, kind of looking for deeper meanings and stuff like that over on his channel. So I bought the movie so I could check it out one more time, prepping for that review, so you can check that out over on his channel. I think I'll try to put the link right up there. But yeah, I picked up this one. Didn't get like one of the cool versions of it, and I like this whole like shiny type cover. I, aesthetically speaking, do not like this slipcover at all. It looks super duper cheap to me. But hey, this is the one that they had, so this is the one I got. And this looks a lot better to me, not having the shiny metallic look to it. But anyway, that's my take. But I don't like this silver line up here with the I don't know what they were thinking. It's not aesthetically beautiful to me. Next up, I've got 3 different movies that go together, purchased for the same reason. The first 3 Jurassic Park movies on Blu-ray. Now, I've had them on DVD, since they came out, forever. I've had them, multiple copies, had VHS way back in the day. But I never picked them up on Blu-ray, but I'm re-reviewing all of them for my Journey to Fallen Kingdom series that I'm doing. Those are dropping every Monday. So I picked up the Blu-rays for them to watch them properly. And so, yeah, nice little find of these ones. They're actually pretty cheap. I got them for like $10, and then I was at Target the other day, and they had these versions right here that I got for $10 each. Not all of them for $10, but they were only $7.50 for each of the movies at Target 2 days ago. It's like, man, that would have been an even better find. I got them, still at $10 for Jurassic Park is a great, great price. But yeah, one of these movies I think is one of the best sci-fi of sorts, thriller type of sorts movies. It's just one of the great blockbusters of all time. And then there's 2 sequels to that movie. Actually, I'm going to watch this one tonight, so I can do my review that's coming out on Monday. And then the third one next week. It's not as good. What do we got next? Classics right here. The Ghost Rider collection. So I've actually never seen the second Ghost Rider, and I only saw the first Ghost Rider one time when I saw it in the theater, but this was like $10 at Best Buy, and I'm trying to like build up my collection and watch through all the Marvel movies ever so that some point in time I can do a massive ranking all 50, and by then it'll be like 55 Marvel movies. And so I had to pick this one up because that's coming one of these days. So when I have free time, I'm going to watch through these 2 little bad mamba jambas right here in preparation for them. I never went to the second one because it didn't look very good. The reviews were terrible. The trailer didn't look good. And the first movie was not particularly great either. So I'm not exactly looking forward to rewatching this. But at the same time, for completion's sake, I did pick it up. And I'm very excited about someday doing some massive ranking of all of the Marvel movies. Next up, we've got Despicable Me 2. Ever since Despicable Me 3 came out last summer, people have been asking me to rank the Despicable Me movies, and I've been meaning to all along. I just haven't rewatched all of them in a close enough proximity to each other to do it. As of yet, the one thing that I was missing to make that happen, Despicable Me 2. It is now purchased. It's another movie that I'm pretty sure I'm also going to watch tonight with my daughter. So Jurassic Park 2 and Despicable Me 2, both in preparation from some videos that we're looking to do. So possibly in June, that ranking will come on this one. These ones are also fun because all of the different Blu-rays for them have a different set of those mini movies. And when you've got kids, having lots of movies and mini movies is a lot of fun. Next one we got is one from my childhood that people that are my age probably remember this one and watched it, but it seems to be a little bit forgotten. It doesn't get a ton of discussion about it, and that is The Rocketeer, a movie that I thoroughly enjoyed back in the day, and rewatching it last night with my kids, I thoroughly enjoyed it last night. And it's not like an amazing movie, but it's just like a very solid little adventure movie that's a period piece set during the 30s, and so it has a certain aesthetics to it that have some of the sense of an Indiana Jones movie. It's not like an Indiana Jones, but certain things that are similar to it. And then you got a great cast in there. Timothy Dalton is the main villain in the movie, and so that's always great. And then you've got Jennifer Connelly in it. A lot of the kind of faces that you see in it are like TV actors from the 80s and 90s that are familiar. And then the lead actor is a guy named Bill Campbell that he was almost William Riker in Star Trek, and so he ended up not getting that role, obviously, and had a side episode in one of those. He was in the movie Enough. He's on the show The Killing. Real solid actor that I'm surprised didn't get more stuff. I like it whenever he shows up and stuff. So The Rocketeer. And I went to Disney World the summer after this came out, and so I met the Rocketeer in person. Now, it wasn't him. It was the actual Rocketeer. I don't know if they froze him or something like that, but he had like a jet rig that had a wire on it. They pulled him up in the air. It was a lot of fun to see it. It wasn't really the Rocketeer if you thought that I was being serious. Oh, the next two actually go together of sorts. So I'll use this as my bridge. And it has an amazing score from James Horner. Like really cool. One of these scores that nobody talks about because the movie's not talked about enough. But just a very solid score for a movie that not enough people talk about. The score in it is that James Horner, some of his scores are a little bit reminiscent of some of his other ones. For example, the score in this one is very reminiscent of the score from this one. Another one of my purchases, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, my personal favorite of these Star Trek movies, has a phenomenal score from James Horner. If he's going to steal from someone, he stole from the best himself, and one of his better scores for The Rocketeer. But yeah, it was at Best Buy. This was like $10, under $10, right around there. Some fun Mondo poster design for it. And so I don't have this one on Blu-ray. One of my favorite Star Trek movies, I don't have it on Blu-ray. I mean, I like the week that the definitive DVD version came out, like I bought it that first day it came out. Amazing special features, and most of them are on this Blu-ray edition. I've watched them many times. And now I've got a Blu-ray version of it right here. So fun little pickup. Next, I've got 4 different comic book movies. First up, we got Justice League. I'm planning on doing a ranking of the DCU villains very soon, very soon. So I needed to pick this one up in order to give it a little whirl, check it out, and get my thoughts on the character's situation in the movie and the villain in it, and trying to complete my collection of DCU movies and see if I like it more on rewatching it. Like, I was pretty negative on it in my first review. It's very underwhelming. It's just such a mediocre movie that didn't feel like it had it's bland. It was just bland in the way it kind of did everything. And given it was a Justice League movie coming out Batman v Superman, which of all the criticisms, I don't think bland would be one of the ones I would go with, just made everything kind of bland. And so hopefully on rewatching it, I will enjoy it better. And so that'll might be tomorrow, or it might be a late night. I don't know, one of those two, but I got to get that done. So anyway, pick this one up. Next one, I hadn't picked this one up, but Deadpool. Deadpool 2 came out. So I need to rewatch the first Deadpool, and there are like 10 different versions of it at Best Buy. I got this cool Steelbox version. That's having a lot of fun with that one. And if you pay attention, you go to Best Buy enough, you can get these awesome Steelbook versions nice and cheap if you just get that timing just right. And that's what I was able to pick up, Deadpool. Next one, we got one that was on sale, X-Men Apocalypse. Not one of my favorite X-Men movies, but eventually I plan on re-reviewing all the X-Men movies leading up to Dark Phoenix, so I'm trying to fill out my whole collection of them. This was either $7.50 or $10. I mean, it was real cheap, so I was like, this is the right time to pick it up and start filling out that collection of X-Men movies. Pick this one up. Another one that very underwhelmed me when I first watched it, and I'm hoping maybe I'll like it a little bit more, but given the issues I had with it, probably not. Next up, we have got Black Panther. Normally, I'm behind on buying movies. Like, I don't normally buy the big hit movies right as they come out. Pick this one up because my wife hadn't seen it. Just kind of life happened, and I saw it multiple times in the theater, and it was the first big boy movie I ever took my son to. So he saw, Despicable Me movies and things like that. Actually, hasn't seen any Despicable Me movies. He's seen Pixar movies in the theater and some stuff, Trolls and things like that. This is the first PG-13 movie. So it was kind of fun to get to take him for that for his 6th birthday. But since my wife hadn't seen it, I bought it the day it came out, and so I could get it home. I didn't get the steel box, and once again, like Last Jedi, it's got this weird, shiny, multi-screen edition thing going on, and that also carries over to the main one, which I don't understand. Like, I look at this and I think, well, that's a cool looking case. That's that's a beautiful case right there. Even, you know, Justice League, I don't think this is amazing, but it, like, you see what they're going for with it. It's about the design. That's a cool Mondo poster. This is like, hey, look, let me tell you about a special feature on the disc. That's what the back is for. Like, I don't need all that. I don't understand. So, but anyway, cool movie. Fun to watch it with get to watch that one with my wife. Final pickup of the month, the most fun of the bunch. Coming up in a week, actually, yeah, just a week out. Ocean's 8 is coming out. I needed to rewatch those so I could do my ranking video after that came out. And, you know, I had fun with all these movies, so it was a nice little pickup. But they have a very cool little Ocean's Trilogy collection of sorts. So this little box set type thing, even though it's just the actual movies itself are just this thing. Totally normal size. But then it comes with, like, these designer Ocean's Trilogy playing cards, as well as Ocean's Trilogy collector. Is that all? Collector's Trilogy dice. So that's a fun little inclusion on there. It wasn't like it was, you know, expensive or anything like that. It was very reasonably priced for getting 3 movies in a cool little box set. To my point before of the Ocean's movies from, you know, the last one came out 10 years ago. First one came out over 15 years ago. They put them out in a collector's set, and that's cool looking. That's a nice little design right there. Plus, you get some cool playing cards. I mean, they put some thought into this one for this release. Or you've got this very important, very popular comic book movie that was kind of blew it out of the roof when it comes to critics' reviews, made an enormous, overperformed at the box office. Everyone's so excited about it. In the shiny, weird, metallic thing. Sometimes I don't understand the decision making of some people. Anyway, that's what I picked up in the month of May. I hope you had some fun with this video. I tried to have some fun talking about the packaging and different types of things like that. If you found any like cool things that you were able to pick up, go ahead and tell me down below in the comment section all your fun thoughts on different things like that. And if you're new to my channel, please consider clicking that subscribe button. I do movie reviews, TV reviews, ranking videos. Each month I do my Blu-Ray haul for what I've picked up. But the key thing is I don't want to just talk about movies and Blu-rays. I want to talk about them with you. So please join me down in the comment section. Let's have a lively discussion. And as always, thank you for watching.